Okay. My name is Justin Hall.
I'm Oliver King.
Benjamin Urban.
Joshua Tinza.
And we are with the North Texas Tollway Authority, and our program is called Reward Recycling. So our program is designed to incentivize you to start recycling. So before we get started, who on here recycles? Just a handful. Estefania, are you going to recycle that water bottle? What would be a reason not to do that?
They don't have a recycling bin here.
Exactly, so it's not convenient for you. So if we look at the top 5 reasons why people don't recycle, the very first one is that it's not convenient. 25% of people said that. 10% of people say it just takes up too much time. Another 10% that say they forget to recycle. Cost is also a factor. And some people just don't know what to recycle. So what if we gave you the solution for all those? What if we made it convenient for you? What if we made it quick and easy for you? What if we put it right in front of you so you didn't forget? And the best one yet, instead of it costing you, what if we paid you to recycle? That sounds a little bit better, doesn't it? So instead of building, piles of trash, just like this landfill up here, we are actually going to pay you to start recycling. So before we get into how it works, I'll pass it over to Bo, and he'll kind of talk about the environment and the reason why we want to recycle.
Alrighty, so as you saw on the previous slide, the massive pile of trash that can be found all over our country today. So I'm going to give you some statistics on waste in the United States, and these come from 2014. So as of 2014 for the year, there's 258 million tons of waste disposed in the United States. And of that waste, 138 million of it ended up in landfills, 89 million was recycled, and 33 million were composed for energy consumption. Okay, so this gives you a quick little breakdown of all the different products that make up that 258 million tons. So for our project, we're going to focus mainly on the plastics, which is 12.9%, and also the metals, which make up 14.9%. All right, so recycling in the U.S. currently, as of 2014, majority of the recycled products come from organic and natural materials, which are paper, compost from yard clippings, and also food. So this again chart that gives you a breakdown of all the different materials that are recycled in the U.S. And with these two charts, we'll see the one on the left shows you the rate of recycling per product. So again, we're focusing on bottles and cans. You can see that right here, 55%. So what that means is we're only recycling 55% of our cans and bottles. The rest are all ending up in our landfills and creating that massive, disgusting pile that we saw in the earlier slide. And then the next one just shows you how the U.S. is actually improving our recycling since 1960. So we've been growing exponentially every single year. Okay, so these are waste and recycling statistics for the city of Dallas, and these were taken as of 2008. So in 2008, Dallas disposed of 2 million tons into landfills, 800,000 of which came from single-family residential homes. So at that rate is 6,000 tons taken to a landfill every single day of the year. And that averages out to about 7 pounds per citizen. As far as recycling goes in Dallas, in that year, they were able to recycle 30,000 tons of waste material, which again are mostly from single family and community bins. And with that, the city was able to generate $2.2 million by selling those materials. And we'll pass it off to Ben, who'll be telling you.
All right, thanks, Bo. All right, so just talked a little bit earlier about we want to incentivize you. We want to make it easier. Stephanie said that she doesn't recycle because there's not a recycle bin in here. So how we're going to incentivize you, how we're going to make it easier, is through something called a reverse vending machine. Now, let me explain a little bit about what a reverse vending machine is, and it is a lot what it sounds like. A normal vending machine, you go up, you put money in, you get something out. Well, with a reverse vending machine, you go up and you insert your bottle or can, and you actually receive a credit back. So the specific type of machine that we're going to be using is called a the Ultra 48, and it's designed and manufactured by a company called Envipco. This machine can actually process about 48 bottles and cans per minute, so it's really quick. It accepts glass, plastic, and cans. And we can go into the next slide. I'm actually going to show a quick video real quick, and you can see that this is the actual machine. You can see how it works. So you're going to see the gentleman is going to be inserting bottles and cans through a circular slot, and you can see how quick it is. It's just moving down a little conveyor belt. The machine is actually analyzing the material, so it knows the difference between a bottle or glass or an aluminum can, and based on the size and volume of the material, it's going to give you a certain amount of credit back. And then it is compacted. You see, I mean, this new compacting technology can get these cans to a minimal size, and it actually is shredding the plastic bottles, and it breaks down the glass. So these storage containers have the ability to contain a lot more material. It's actually upwards of 3,000 cans, almost 1,000 plastic bottles, and about 400 glass bottles before the machine has to be emptied. So basically, it's kind of an automated system. You walk up as the user, you're going to click the machine, it's going to show you, it has a display, LED display. It can show a tutorial so you know how to use the machine, and then you just go on to inserting your bottles into the machine. The whole process is also automated because the company Envipco actually partners with recycled material processors, and they will actually come up and pick up the recycled materials. So the machine does the work, Envipco partners with the recycled materials, and it's all kind of an automated system. So each of the machines costs about $10,000. We're requesting from the Dallas Chamber of Commerce $50,000, which is about half of the startup cost. NTTA will be providing the other half of that. And any rewards that need to be paid will also be paid out by NTTA.
So the partnership with NTTA. NTTA is known for it's dedicated to advancing green initiatives in the DFW Metroplex. Some of those initiatives go from renewable energy to where we just signed a deal with Green Mountain Energy, where a percentage of all of our energy comes from windmill electricity. Landscaping, we use native landscaping to promote tree and shrubbery sustainability. Air quality, the types of vehicles we use hybrids. Water quality, we have a smart irrigation system that works with the weather to reduce the amount of water it puts out. It knows if it's going to rain, it won't put out as much water. And now with this rewards recycling, we can work on the land quality and land waste and pollution that way. So everybody wants to know how you're going to get paid. How's it going to work? There's a few options you can get rewards. Obviously, since NTTA is putting this on, the primary one is going to be NTTA credit towards your toll tag account. So the way this works is you stick in your bottle in the machine. It uses near-field communication, kind of like Apple Pay. You just wave your phone over it. It syncs with our app that you have downloaded. It tells you how much that can or that bottle is worth, and it stores it in the app. And then either once a month or whenever it's up to you, you can actually apply that towards your NTTA toll tag.
So where are we going to put these machines, right? Because we can't necessarily put the machines on the toll road or on the highway. We have to put it in an actual location, so we're going to actually have it at UT Dallas. And the reason for this is that a lot of times we really don't think about how much that we actually waste and as a college student or as a person in general. And so I'm just looking at the average amount that American, 75% of our waste is recyclable, but only 30% of that is actually recycled. And then we look at college students in particular, we see that over 17 of the average college student wastes about 640 pounds of waste each year, and then 340 pounds of paper, and then 500 disposable cups. And so looking just at cups primarily, because that's what our project is centered around, we see that after looking at the population of UT Dallas, which is approximately around 27,000 students, you multiply that by the amount of cups, that's over 13 million pounds of disposable cups that is being wasted every year. And so there's a big push that we need to start, having more green initiatives and start taking more care of the environment. And that's a goal that really aligns with UT Dallas as a whole, because UT Dallas is a green school, and then in 2012, according to the Princeton Review, that the 322 top green colleges, UT Dallas is actually the top one. And not only that, here recently in 2016, they're recognized by 5 different sustainability groups and organizations. And so not only that, we've been pushing a lot to have more green initiatives such as LED lighting and the parking lot, solar panels, and other green initiatives even related to recycling as well. And so it definitely aligns with the school as well. It being a commuter college, there's a lot of people using these roads, using these toll roads, and things like that. And so, but at the same time, a lot of the people are working, a lot of people are traveling and commuting. However, there's a portion of the population that isn't. And so in order to address that, we're having the company, the NTTA partner with the companies, whatever company or organization that would partner with, in this case, it'd be UT Dallas, and have their credit that they can offer. And so that would be the Common Card credit that freshmen or people who don't travel and things like that can use that as well. And so looking at some of the things you can use it for, you can use it for the bookstore, the campus dining, printing and copy, the technology store. And so this way, everyone at UT Dallas, whether you're commuting or you're not commuting, you'll still have that benefit and that encouragement to start recycling. And so Justin's going to talk about the location of where we're going to.
So just a quick map of UT Dallas. We're going to have 10 of these machines. So we wanted to put them in high foot traffic areas or where there's cafeteria and restaurants. So we've just located on the green dots. You'll see like the student union is the highest concentration, so we have 3 machines there. But other than that, we've kind of just spread them out, one between each of the main buildings.
Alright, so overall, really we're having partnered with NTTA, they're the primary partnership. They already have cleanup projects, they already promote cleaning and the environment, the roads and things like that, and so it's not something different, as well as UTD also pushing green things, and then Dallas having the zero waste plan, because they are a leader in waste in the country and in the state. And so they all have pushes towards green initiatives. And like we said, the UT Dallas is the starting location, and so if it was to move to another organization that would sponsor the location, like for instance a movie theater, then they would have that credit as well with the primary NTTA credit, and so that way it's spread out to a lot more people. It's able to be a lot more places over Dallas. And so overall, the program effectiveness, we shouldn't need an incentive to recycle, but the reality is we do, because the impact isn't directly in front of us. We don't necessarily see what it has on the environment, and so that addresses the issue by promoting people to recycle more and overcoming the obstacles.
Any questions?
Okay, thank you very much.